So what I'm talking about today is the best and worst advice for home-based businesses, okay? The best and worst advice for home-based businesses. And some of it is going to be stuff that you have heard and that you may even innately have been like, I don't feel like that is right, but maybe you haven't done it before and you're like, well, I guess if they say it, I guess it's true. So we're just going to go over a few of those, if that sounds okay. So anywho, first we go through the worst, okay, and then we go to the best. So the worst, and I did three. Did I do three? Yeah, I did three of each. Okay, so the worst advice for home-based business is that you need to create something to make money. Okay, like right off the bat, people's what a lot of people say is that you need to make something in order to make money, right? So like you need to make a course, you need to write a book, or you need to create a coaching program, or you need to sell stuff on Etsy, or you need to make something in order to make money. And that's totally untrue. And I think it's the worst thing you could actually do. Actually. I'll get into the opposite of that here in just a second, but just know you don't need to. Here's the thing. If you believe that you need to make something before you can start making money, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to put a lot of concerted effort, stress probably, and time into making something, but then whenever you go to sell it, you're not going to know if the market's there, and you're not going to know if they even really want that thing. And it's just like, that shouldn't be the first thing that you do. You don't build it and they will come. That's silly, right? There's another way around it. So there's that. So don't do that, please. Don't do it. Because the more that you, here I'm just going to keep going down the rabbit hole. The more that you spend time on things that don't give you the results that you're looking for, the more that you actually, the higher the likelihood of you just quitting altogether because it's not sustainable for your soul to continue to fail, right? Because that feels like failure, right? So please just hear me out on that. Don't be like, no, I think I know better. Please don't, okay? Next one, run Facebook ads or run ads in general on day one. Don't do it. That's a good way to lose all your money. Okay. Do not run ads on things on day one. Now, I teach you guys in HBR, I teach you guys how to build 7 income streams from home organically without the ads, right? Now, whenever you get up to 50K a month, 60K a month, whatever you want, like around there, then if you want to start running ads just to scale, sure. But you should only be running ads on what has already worked, okay? What has already worked organically is the only thing you should run ads on. So that's why I don't even teach how to run ads in HBR, because it's not what you should be doing. We should be doing it organically, and then when something does well organically, then you can target those same individuals in an ad later when you're okay to lose a little bit of money on the front end, because that's what's going to happen in ads, okay? It's a loss leader, typically. It's a loss leader, especially when you're in the beginning stages of running ads, okay? So like don't, what is going on with my necklace? Can you guys tell me, where is my cross? Is my cross even there? Is my cross around back? It is, okay. Anyway, you should, when some of you guys see my ads, right? I spend, no joke, about $5 a day on ads. Okay, so I don't even spend that much on it. But for lead magnet stuff, you guys see it. And you're probably like, doesn't she teach us organic? Yeah, I absolutely do teach you organic, because you're ramping up, right? Now, whenever you ramp up, you're going to know your different lead magnets that do really well, and then you can put some money behind them if you want to put some money behind them. But in the beginning, it should be organic. You shouldn't even stand to lose money. You know what I'm saying? That's not the position I want you guys in, okay? So please, like, don't follow the bright, shiny objects. They lead you right down into debt, all right? Third thing that is the worst thing to do in a home-based business, okay? is start with challenges. This one's going to just knock someone's tea kettle right off the oven. So, or the stove. There's a lot of people teaching challenges, and I do challenges myself, but I have a big audience. Challenges, unless you plan on creating a digital product from your challenge where you're going to record it anyway and it doesn't really matter, you know, you're going to do the recording anyway and that's fine. That's an okay thing to do in the beginning. But if you're running a challenge with really like as your first thing, as your first lead magnet or your first way to bring people in, if you're running a challenge that way, you're probably not going to get a ton of people, one, and they are work. My last challenge that I did, just the recording of it was 6 hours, right? Of me doing live video and recording and that sort of thing. That was 6 hours of my time, and it's tedious and it's effort and it's a lot to put into it. So if you're not planning on repurposing that or repackaging that as a digital program or a course on the back end, then I would not do it. But again, let's go back to what I said first. I don't think that you should be recording digital products in the very beginning. I'm going to tell you in just a second what I think you need to be doing in the beginning, and lead magnets should have to do with that. I'm just letting you guys know what works and what doesn't work. People will tell you according to their own agenda. They will tell you what works, what they believe works, right? I'm telling you, having done it and having watched literally tens of thousands of people, right? What really, like the stage of the game you need to be at in order for that to work. It's not that these things don't work. It's that you need to be at a certain stage of the game for them to really work well. Like challenges, you need to either have a very large audience, or you need to have some good money to put into ads behind that. And I mean $100 a day sort of money, okay? So like that is, just be careful. Just be careful, right? Or else you're going to be wasting your time. And again, I don't want you wasting your time, because if you're wasting your time, it's not sustainable for you. You're going to quit eventually. I don't want you to quit. I want you to be able to do this in a sustainable sequence that just grows and grows and grows, instead of frustration, and then quit, right? Okay, so now those are the bads. Those are the bads. Those are the I wouldn't do it, okay? Oh, what are you guys saying here? I love that you don't have to worry about ads, because personally, I do not like seeing ads ever. Yeah, exactly. It sounds definitely not worth it. Didn't know this. Oh yeah, no problem. Well, they look sexy, right? Challenges look sexy because you're like, oh yeah, I bet people want to know it. But it's still a lot. And still people don't jump into challenges necessarily. Anyway, okay, so best advice. You guys know what my first one is because I harp on it all the live long day. Best advice: get super specific about your person first. First thing you need is to get super specific about your person. So last night in HBR, we have 3 group coachings a week or 3 calls a week. Last night, we got super specific on bat signal, which is who your person is. I mean, we nailed it to the wall, right? There are trainings. If you jump into HBR, I actually create it for you, right? Like I give you a 50-page document of precisely who your person is. If you're already in HBR, just message me and I can get it for you. It's an extra cost, of course, because it takes me hours of time to do, but that's, if you need that, it's not if you need that, it's that you need that, right? We have to know who these people are in order to be able to truly give them what they're looking for. We can't just imagine, I think they would want, no, like data needs to point to, they're looking for this. They're searching for this. Like that's the kind of info we need to know. Not I think, I don't know. That's it. You're not going to be able to commit to that because you know that you were imagining things, right? You know that you were like, well, I think, and that doesn't put you in a committed space. But when somebody does actual market research for you and says, here's your person, here's who they are, here's what they're looking for, here's the course they want, here's a year of content that they want, then you can be like, I can commit to this. I can commit to 50 pages of who my person is, right? I can commit to that. And that's what's going to help you run the doggone race. So, okay, let's see. Number 2, best advice for home-based businesses is the best first income stream is affiliate marketing, period. I don't care who you are. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Affiliate marketing should be your first income stream. And I'm not somebody that shoulds all over people, right? I'm not that person, but I'm going to here because I'm tired of seeing people do it wrong, okay? Affiliate marketing allows us to be able to share the things that we already use, right? But it allows us to see what our people are really resonating with, what they're really wanting to know more about, and you're discovering it via sharing other people's things, and then you get a financial kickback on it, sure, but it's market research. You're kind of doing your own market research as well in saying, okay, are they resonating with this? Are they showing interest in this? Are they wanting to go down this road? And then you get to sort of bob and weave along with, okay, they seem to really want this more. Okay, well then create a course that completely supports how to be able to do that thing, right? But it's based on your own customers' information. It's based on what they're literally asking you for, right? And then you're not putting a bunch of energy into creating something. You're serving your people and finding out what their needs are at the same time, which I mean is absolute perfection, right? It's just perfect. So first income stream should be affiliate marketing. And I have free stuff on affiliate marketing. I have, we go in depth in it in HBR, but it's something that it should be everyone's first income stream. Okay. Should be. Number 3, best advice for home-based businesses. Start your email list ASAP. You should start building your email list yesterday, okay? So if you're in HBR, you're like, but we haven't gotten to that week yet. Yeah, I've got your sequence down. You're fine. Don't worry. You're good. But for people that are not in HBR, I need you guys to know that your email list is of utmost importance and you need to start working on it now. Now, some people like to parade around with a concept that email marketing is dead. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have a 60 to 70% open rate on my emails. I think the industry standard is like 20. All right. So as long as you're emailing things that actually matter and you're not overloading with nonsense, as long as you're doing that, people will continue to, they want to know what, how about this? When you go into your email, are there some people that email you that you're like, oh, I'm opening this. I need to know what this is. Now, are there a lot that you don't open? Heck yeah, because a lot of people do it wrong. Proof's in the pudding, right? But are there ones that you go in and you open? Yeah, exactly. So that's what, Andrea said I got at least 40% open rate in the first 2 hours. They open right away. That's what, she's an HBR. She's one of my strategists. This is how we do things, right? People open our emails. Said yours. Mine is what she opens. Thank you. But that's, as long as you're doing it right, people are still opening emails. They're just pickier about what emails they open. It's as easy as that, right? Just as easy as that. Exactly. Yes, I'm subscribed, but I pick and choose what I want to read. That's it. So starting your email list, what does that look like? Well, setting up a lead magnet, right? What's a thing that people want that can be consumable typically within 5 to 10 minutes? This isn't, I don't suggest an ebook. I know some people are like ebook people. I don't want somebody to just give me their email address because they, want this big thing. I want them to give me their email address, and then I want them to consume the email that comes after and to get value from it to the point where they move the needle on their business. That their business is better based on the email they literally just opened from me. Does that make sense? They're not reading that ebook. Ain't nobody reading ebooks, okay? And if you are, I love you so much, but you really are in the minority, okay? If they don't read the ebook, that means they don't consume the information. That means that they're not made better, and so they're probably not opening the next email. So that's why I don't do that. So what I do instead is I'll do, checklists or short trainings or a quick here's how you do a thing, and backed up by a short training if they want to do that, right? I want them to be able to have a quick win, but then also to have some time with me. And the time with me is something like, a 10-minute training. Here's how you use this well. Here's how, I have a scaling tool, right? How to be able to scale with your own data. Well, it's got like a spreadsheet, but then it also is like, here's how you use this. Boom, 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 boom. And then they understand, can they learn from me as a teacher? Do they even like me? And then was it helpful? Did it push the needle for them? If the answer is yes on both counts, they're opening any email that comes after that because it was not bait and switch. So we go way into this in HBR as well, but this is it's very important that when you create a lead magnet, that it's the right kind, especially for your people specifically, so you're not wasting your time. And so you're actually getting them back. So when you got their attention in the first place, it's not a one and done. You don't want a one and done. You want to get their attention, and then you want them to keep opening your emails, period. Okay? So again, if you're not in HBR yet, no big deal. We shut the doors to it, so the ones that are in right now are in, and we're having a good time. The next one opens in May, which means right now we have the longest amount of payment plan we can ever do. It shortens up as we get closer to when it launches because it needs to be paid off before it starts. Okay, makes sense? And so right now we're at our longest payment plan that we can do. So if you're a payment plan person, no big deal. This is the time for you. Just go ahead and reach out to us. The directions are in the caption of the video. I will see you guys later. Adios.